Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 76 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
Yeah, that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. A first down throw for Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Gun.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, 4 down. Hey.
Second down, Cousins. And an alley to run.
Come on.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Handoff comes to Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, Steamer.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete. Right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Cousins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. Shrugs him off.
Let's go.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. Cousins on the keeper. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's fourth down.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's fourth and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Here we go, huh? Hey, Usher! The hunt! What do you need? Where's the hunt? Where's that?
Now Cousins on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A second down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cousins now to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3rd and long for Cousins. Caught out left side by Robinson. They needed 14. They got 15 here on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And they got the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throw. 4 down. Hey, Clifford. Wide. Yellow. Done.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Steamer. 2. Through. Wait, hot. Done.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Gone!
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Gone!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. The 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
On first down, Murray. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Black, black.
Cousins now on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the second half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10
at their own 11. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Cousins dancing to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Earl Mitchell able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On third down, Cousins. And Robinson with a big catch. And a big 32-yard play on third. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's a look at the fourth. Their way out for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Jackson on 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out comes Minnesota. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
2nd down, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. Got some real estate inside the 30. How did he stay on his feet? And down to the 16-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
On first down, they go option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, here's an option right. He'll pitch it. Open space inside the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. It was Marcel Harris out of Florida making the tackle that time.
White. Yellow.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's going to get this down to the 35, 34 yards there at a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, Flipper.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
This is Murray. He's to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Gun. Ready? First.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing is Jackson. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing now is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
No, check, Patriot!
Jackson to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Lucky 56!
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, that was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know that even the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Wide. Two.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, receiver. Lino.
He's back to throw. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah,
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little...